Last week I showed you guys that my locks were damaged from using hair dyes, and I cut about 3 inches off 12 of them. These were my locks then, and this is what they look like now. Many of you said I should just leave my locks alone, and I completely understand why, because with locks most times less is more. But I had already assessed the damage and planned how to get my locks healthy again. So today I'll be sharing the first step I took to strengthen them and whether it actually worked. Let's get into it. I chose henna because unlike some other hair strengthening treatments, henna actually coats the hair strands and it is 100% natural. I felt like my locks needed something that would really reinforce the integrity of the strands and protect them from further damage, and I was trying as much as possible to stay away from chemicals, which was actually what caused the problem in the first place. Henna also adds shine and helps to prevent breakage, which is exactly what my locks needed after the dye damage. This particular henna I'm using, the link will be in the description box, so if you'd like to order it on Amazon, you'd be able to find it in the UK and in the US. So the first thing I did was pour out some henna into a bowl. You want to make sure that you are avoiding anything metallic because that can interfere with the dye release process. Henna is a strengthening treatment, but it's also a natural dye, so it actually colors the hair to be reddish, brownish, you know, that kind of color as you guys would probably see later in the video. One thing I noticed about this particular henna I used was that it was very smooth, and so it was easy to apply and easy to rinse out, which I really loved. Another thing I noticed was that a little actually went a long way. I thought that this amount of powder that I had put in would not be enough for all my hair, but surprisingly it was actually more than enough. I mixed it with warm to hot water and then I poured it in a container. I know most people use wraps to wrap the bowl, but I just wanted to have something more secure, and I left that to sit for about 6 hours, after which I went on to start the application process. I'm done washing my hair, so I'm just going to go ahead and apply some shea butter around the perimeter of my face and neck so that the henna doesn't stain it. So it's time to apply. Like I said, I left the henna covered to sit for 6 hours, and then I went on to wash my locks with Dudu Washroom black soap, and now I just went on to apply. When I was applying, I focused on the ends because when I dyed my hair, that was actually where I focused on, and that's actually the area that needs the most help. So at first, like I said, I thought the henna would not be enough to go all over my head, but eventually I had some left over, so I went on to apply that on the roots as well. To cover a bag and leave it overnight. I'm going to bed now. I'll rinse my body so that it doesn't stain my skin, but I'll see you guys tomorrow when I rinse it out. It's the next day and I'm done rinsing out all the henna. So I left the henna covered up in my hair for, I would say, I put it in by 10-11, and now it's like past 5 a.m. so about 7 to 8 hours I left it in my hair, and I do like how my locks feel. It actually feels stronger. It doesn't feel crunchy, but it feels like it's stronger. That's the best word I can use to describe it. It actually stained it a little bit, so the color is more brownish. I don't know if you guys can tell. Color is more reddish brownish. I don't know. I'm going to go out like this, like go about my day today, and by the time I come back at night, if I feel like I'm not really a fan, then I can add indigo into my hair just to get it darker. But so far I like the result. I know my eyes are swollen, ignore that. Ignore that. I feel like this is actually something like the color I got from sun bleaching that I wanted to dye. Anyway, see you in the later on today. So it's been about 3 hours later. I just came back for my lunch break, and this is what the hair looks like. I wear my hair like this a lot on a day-to-day basis, so yeah. So this is what it looks like. I am ready to use the indigo. I've mixed it in a bowl and I left it in for about 30 minutes. So now I'm going to go ahead and apply. And then we'll see how this goes, and then cover with a plastic bag. This is what my hair looks like now. I put it side by side. This scarf is black, so you can see what it looks like. So what I'm doing is what is called the two-step henna process. Even though the main goal of using henna was to strengthen my hair, I didn't want my hair to get too light, and so applying the indigo within 24 hours of using the henna helps to darken the hair a little bit. For the application of the indigo, I applied all over the length of my locks, including my roots, and the application process was actually quite similar as well. The powder was smooth, and so it was easy to apply and rinse out. It was a little bit messy, so I had to do the rest in the bathroom, so I don't have the full clip. But when I was done, I covered with a plastic bag and left my hair to soak basically for, I think it was about 3 or 4 hours. This was after I had rinsed out the indigo, and you can see I'm doing a side-by-side comparison of my locks with how they were when I used just box dye, and I was really excited, if I'm being honest. But I really love how my locks feel. They feel so good, they feel so soft. I know people say that henna is supposed to make the hair dry and crunchy, but that hasn't been my experience at all. But let's give it a few days first to see if it's going to get drier. But this excitement was short-lived. The next few days was an emotional roller coaster. I went from feeling excited to feeling confused to feeling sad, to it was just a lot. And in the next video, I'll be showing you all the things I did before I was able to finally get my locks to where they are now, where I feel really confident and happy with the outcome.